I did. I actually thought it would be fun to. Motherfucker.
Good start, boys. Boys are buzzing. Fucking rights, buddy.
What are we? 0-9 now too. I'm wearing this fucking Simone Gagne jersey, and we're not even fucking doing good enough.
Baby, what a fucking beauty.
Fucking love this jersey, man.
Shout out to my cousin Justin. I heard he actually listens to this.
Your cousin listens?
Yeah, he said our friend Timmy fucking. I saw him the other day, and he said he works with my cousin Justin. He was like, "Yeah, Justin said you had a podcast." Like, I was like, "Oh, it was my friend Joe's idea." Like, I didn't want to podcast. It's just some dumb shit we do. It's pretty lame.
Throw me under the fucking bus, you asshole. Fuck you.
We suck. I don't know. Don't listen to it. But hey, he's like, yeah, Justin said he like puts it on at work. So shout out to the boys at Boulevard Super Liquor. Fucking
Boulevard, buddy.
Justin, Timmy, Tanner, whoever the fuck else is over there. And that's that.
Yeah. The first because I wrote the set list. Here we'll get started actually on something.
First topic of business.
I'll get started on something kind of cool last night. Did you ever hear about the underwater antenna? Remember I was talking about the deep a couple of episodes ago?
I've never heard of the underwater antenna.
Dude,
I've heard of like 30,000 Leagues Under the Sea or whatever.
That's
a bunch of baseball cards under the fucking ocean.
What?
Some book I read when I was a kid.
Did you wait? No.
I lack reading comprehension.
The fucking 30,000 leagues under the ocean, and then you said it's a bunch of baseball cards or something.
There was some book I read.
But like leagues are like that's like a unit of measurement for like distance underwater.
No, I know, but it was like some childhood book.
It was about baseball.
It was like some big stash of fucking baseball cards.
What?
Yeah, dude.
Wait, is this like a real thing?
Unless I'm having like Mandela effect.
Might.
I don't remember if that's the actual title, but I remember reading like a kid's book in elementary school. It was like some library checkout shit. And it was about fucking some treasure chest full of like valuable baseball cards that were like lost at sea or something. And this kid was trying to find them. That's okay. I'll look it up.
All right, fair enough. Jamie, look that up real quick. Jesus, you just like kind of fucking fried my brain with that for a second. You threw a buzz bomb at me right off the bat. I was not expecting that. No, there was I watched this YouTube video last night on this thing called it's called the Eltanian antenna, and right there you could see just in that little screen cap, it's the one right in the middle under war mode. Hey, Opie.
30,000 Leagues Under the Sea. That's not it.
That's a book about the ocean.
Captain Nemo goes even deeper into insanity in this mesmerizing tale
about
a nautical madman.
I thought you were legit fucking with me. That's it. You thought it was. You thought 30,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Well, the original was 20,000 Leagues.
A fucking baseball card chest.
There's another one called 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
That might be it. That was probably a sequel.
No, that's about Captain Nemo too.
Damn.
I wonder what that book was.
That you read
about.
Well,
sorry, this stinks, but I'm curious now.
Dude, you got me thinking like when we were in first grade. Remember they used to show us those health class videos?
20,000 baseball cards under the sea is what it was called.
It was like a kid's book?
Yeah, I read this in like 3rd or 4th grade.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Was it by Dan Gutman?
By John Bueller and Suzanne Shade.
All right.
20,000. See, I'm not fucking crazy. I remember it was something under the sea. Instead of the leagues, it was 20,000 baseball cards under the sea. I'm like mistaking this like sci-fi action thriller for a fucking children's novel.
Yeah, I read that book Moby Dick, and it was a pamphlet about erectile dysfunction.
I read Moby Dick, and they couldn't find this little orange fish in the fucking ocean. They went to the dentist's office in Sydney.
Yeah, they fucking gave him Blue Chew, and he perked right up.
Finding boner.
Yeah. Oh, fucking. Yeah, this really is fucking terrible.
That's fine.
No, anyway, back to fucking.
Let's get fucking zooted. Take a bong rip for the fans.
I just did. The Eltanian antenna.
The Lusitania.
That's a boat. You're getting warmer. Do you know what do you know what the Lusitania was?
Wasn't it the boat they fucking blew up to start World War I or World War whatever?
Yeah, World War I. Yeah, there was. No, actually, I think it was World War II. There was a bunch of U-boats out.
It was one of the fucking false flag type things, like apparently
they
used to get into the war.
Well, it was a bit of a double-edged sword, I guess would be a good way of putting it. But it was like
they just released official shit that the United States government was privy to Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
Before. I mean, we've all known that.
Yeah,
but like there was some article that went out this week. Like,
well, wait,
and the comments were like, "Oh no way!"
Well, the Lusitania was used. It was a civilian, like it was like a passenger ship, and the British were running arms over to France, I believe, to fight, to run guns to the war effort, basically. But they were like disguising these ships that were taking weapons, like because they were just supposed to be civilian transport, and that was why the U-boats were watching them to like knock them off, because they didn't want any of the fucking guns getting into the wrong hands, or you know, the hands of like anybody that was on the Allied force. They didn't want to like contest the Axis. So yeah, like they were like, oh my god, why would you shoot down women and children? And then it comes out like, oh yeah, you guys were running like 50,000 fucking rounds of ammunition alongside these people, so like you kind of put them as a liability. It's like a similar situation to like the Taliban hiding in like civilian laden populations and then like waiting
like
for
sending kids out with fucking bombs strapped to their chest.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's
cool.
I mean it's fucking
Slightly different.
It's modern warfare, man. It is what it is. But then like, you know,
Call of Duty
got a duty. How'd you like that fucking turd this morning?
Which one?
Dude, I sent you a Snapchat.
I didn't open it yet. When you open it live on the air,
open it on the pod. Dude.
I have like 10 snaps. I haven't opened them yet.
Still haven't.
I'm impressed. That's like 4 fucking inches out of the water. Shit. God damn, man, I'm impressed.
Dude, that's a fucking iceberg.
It hurts so bad.
Shout out to Joe's Taco Meat too, dude. The chest hair is fucking looking good.
Thank you, baby. So my aunt locked herself out of her fucking house this morning. So you know how you have your morning routine where you're like, first thing is like get up, take a leak. Well, mine is like get up, take a leak, start a pot of coffee, go for my walk, and then fucking come back, take a dump, drink a cup of coffee, shower, and then, you know, go about my day. That's kind of my morning routine, you know, in the off season. So my aunt calls me while I'm like literally, I get to the end of my driveway. My aunt calls and is like, hey, I locked myself out of my house in my car. I can't get in. So I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll drive. I got the spare key. So I drive down to the Villas. And she calls me when I'm like 5 minutes the fuck away and goes, oh, by the way, I had the locks changed not too long ago. I'm not sure if that key will work. But luckily she didn't have the lock that she needed to get into changed. So like I was like, she only locked, there's like a deadbolt that they got changed. And then like I just did the knob and the knob let her in. So like I had to fucking drive back, went for my fucking walk because I'm stubborn, put on a pot of coffee late, and then like took a shower all before shitting. So all that came out in one fell fucking swoop. And it was like that fucking, it was just a stalactite, man. Like that thing was fucking tickling my fucking taint. I used to smoke hookah up here, and that would get fucking cloudy real quick.
That's lame.
No, hookah's good, man. You ever get like a good hookah? Like,
I did it once with fucking our one buddy up the street, and it was he wasn't burning like the actual hookah tobacco. He had these like wet stone, like vapor, weird fucking, and it tasted like chemicals.
No,
like,
fuck that. There we go. Oh my god, that was hot. Hot and cold at the same time. I drank seltzer and then I drank coffee.
What a weird mix. You should mix them, dude. A fucking Jaeger bomb. No, that'd be so nasty. That's a fucking. What are they, like a white and black or whatever the fuck?
White Russian.
No, the different coffee. Drink black and white.
Black and tan or whatever, or cafe au lait.
Starbucks one is like a black and white or something, or a flat white or something. I think it's a flat white.
Flat white. That sounds
They have
right.
a fucking frothy fucking.
I like
a frothy apple crisp.
Back when I was living in Raleigh, there's this bar I used to go to, and it's no longer there, so I can talk a bunch of shit about like fucking shit that happened there. But yeah, there's this bar I used to go to called Black Flower, and then the other bar on the property was Flash House, where when we went to go see Stanhope, I took you. It's like nice chill bar, right? Like it was like
that bar was sick.
It was like low key. There's like, it's like
I didn't even drink. I just hung out and fucking drank Shirley Temples and
watched fucking hockey. I think like it was a good fucking.
I like Flash House. It's small fucking.
Yeah, it's not there anymore.
Good vibe. Oh, it's not.
Nah, that and Flower. No, they got sold immediately. But like, remember?
Is it still a bar? It's just.
Yeah, it's still a bar. It's just not the same.
What's it called now?
I have no idea. I haven't been back since. But like the fucking yeah,
I was trying to think of a chip joke and I just fucking literally just.
Why not
the Flash House? Why not the fucking Dark House? Like, yeah, it hit me. That's like all that came to me. I couldn't think of a good one. Flash House, why not Flash Hotel?
But the
Boo.
the
Flash Apartment.
Black Flower had this fucking drink called the Batman, and it was like 4 kinds of liquor. It was like rum, like whiskey, tequila, something else, and then they put Bailey's and like something carbonated in it too that I can't remember. But it's like, it literally is like if you drink coffee and seltzer back to back. That's like exactly the burp that just was, and it reminded me of that. But dude, if you drank one of those, you'd black out, and it was fucking hilarious. There's a picture on my Instagram. It's like the second picture on my Instagram where Jamie made me do one and then took me to fucking Burger King while I was drunk as fuck. So I was in his fucking car. First off, I ripped the armrest off the fucking.
Oh my god!
Like I was like so hammered. There's something under the fucking armrest that I wanted, and I just ripped it off because this car's like old. He's like, "Yo, what the fuck is wrong with you?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry." So we get to, I'm like, sit.
You got the Burger King fucking hat on.
So we get to the Burger King drive-thru, and I fucking.
It looks good.
I don't
even know how that is gonna look.
It's probably gonna look like shit,
whatever.
but fuck it, yeah. So yeah, we get to the drive-thru. I'm in the passenger seat and he's driving. I lean across him to start yelling, "Hey yo, let me get a motherfucking Whopper!" And like all the fucking people on the other side, you can hear the kitchen a little bit in the background. They're all fucking like, "What the fuck did you say?"
I want a motherfucking Whopper.
I was like, "Let me get 2 motherfucking Whoppers. Let me get bacon on them bitches." And then they just start cracking up. "Let me get 2 large fries, 1 onion ring, and like and then we got like sodas or something." And then like they were like they were like fucking dying. And they're like, "Is that all?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, let me get 2 fucking crowns." And they're just like, "Ah!" And then Jamie gets
Y'all
up there.
Y'all are probably wearing them before the fucking even got the food.
Jamie gets up there. The crowns are already out the window before we turn the fucking corner, and we just put them on, took that picture, and like
I didn't realize he was wearing one too. That's
I don't think he's wearing his. I was
just you,
dude. It's just
you got 2 on.
I was like, I was the fucking king. I got back to his apartment and fucking
I was the king.
I fucking I fell
Put
asleep.
my food on a plate and ate it like a king.
His fucking roommate had this dog. It was like this fucking pit bull named Damien. I fucking fell asleep on the couch with Damien. With my we were fucking curled up, and the dog's paws were right in my fucking face.
That's the best,
dude. I was so fucking wrecked.
There's nothing better than fucking a dog just lumping up next to you.
Dude, it was nice.
Snuggling up.
It was. Baymax stunk.
Instant serotonin. I don't even care.
Dude, he was a stinky
Gus
boy.
Fucking stinks because he fucking rolls around and shit in the yard. And he was just at the groomer, like got washed and shit, and like the day after he's just rolling in shit.
Dude, you can't get beagles to like you gotta wash them without fucking.
We hosed them down the first time, but now it's too cold because it was like 60 that day, so we're using these like wipes and like just got like fudgy wipes. He still smells like wipes and shit. Like he's just snuggling up to me. I'm kissing his head. I don't even care, dude.
He
What's
smells
up, buddy?
like shit.
Yeah, he's fine.
Dude, beagles just they gravitate towards shit. I heard Tyler and Darce.
Like, why do you think he does that? Like, is it instinctual, for hunting and or something like that?
So they like to mask their scent, and that's why they smear it all over themselves. Sometimes they eat it, and I don't know why they do that.
Well, yeah, he does that too. I saw him like nibbling in the yard. I'm like, hey!
Yeah. I think that's
I think it's like running over.
It's like a health thing because like dogs know they don't digest
probiotics.
Yeah, they don't digest everything, and like hounds are kind of like one of those breeds where they don't like how like aggressively they eat. Yeah, like exactly.
So they just eat the first round of shit, but like second round they let go, or
probably, or they just
know. They're like this is a
they just know they can't digest shit, and like some doctor told me that, but like I don't know if that's true. Like
I know some dogs it causes health issues because my buddy in high school,
it causes health issues in all dogs. Like, you shouldn't eat poop. Like it's like not.
I was believing it. Like they know that they didn't get all the nutrients, so they just send it back through one more time.
No, that's like why they try to eat it. I'm not sure if it's like they just like because like you ever see them like when they eat like berries and shit, it like goes through undigested. Like he would eat treats like sometimes and like it would come through whole
chunks.
Yeah, like come out in chunks.
They don't chew it. They're just like
because
they're like what the fuck. And then, sometimes they choke up like a full piece of fucking treat, and you're like. It lands on the floor. I'm like, did you even fucking chew that? Like, you just tried to swallow it.
Dude, one of Cinco's nervous tics was he would eat things and he ate his fucking... Like, he would, like, chew on things incessantly because he's a beagle, but, like, he would eat... Like, we had a bandana on him and he fucking got nervous one time and ate the whole bandana.
My cat, I came home and there was a whole thing
I could hear him hacking up. And has something in his crate, and I go over, and there's just a little blue thing hanging out over his tongue. I'm like, what's
Stuck in his throat. Pulled out like a magic trick.
That's exactly what it was like. It was like a magician. And then there was another time he ate a paper towel, and it came out whole, but like it only came out about 3/4 of the way.
It ripped?
No.
Oh, I got
sticking out
nervous.
his ass, and I had to pull it out. And it was like the same thing from the other direction.
Fudgy
It
fucking.
was just a brown and green paper towel. He got most of it out, but it just stuck. So I got a bag and like had to and his little leg was going. I'm
He
sorry.
was enjoying it.
Yeah, I think it probably was like
Relief.
Yeah, like exactly, like it was bothering him. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off about the cat. That's
No, mine's way fucking less entertaining. There was just my cat fucking. I don't know if she was trying to eat tissues or something. There was just a bunch of ripped up tissues all over my bed the other day.
nice.
It was not as very underwhelming compared to fucking butthole magic.
Pudgy magic. Dude, he would look at. Oh my god! Wait, I forgot to tell you about Baymax. When I got him, JoJo told me that this happens like with him, like because he doesn't like new places and he'll shit like 10 times. And I was like, yeah, when you got here and you dropped him off when he was just with me, the first walk I took him on, he shit like 5 fucking times. And by the way, the last 2 times he got a massive rod and like was just like his lipstick was like not only out, it was like out past like the knob, like it was like all the way out,
pulsating
and I'm
staring
like,
at
it was
me.
dripping, and I'm like, and it was like, dude, there's kids around, like,
dripping.
what the fuck is wrong with you? And he's just got a fucking rod. He'd take his shit, and then it would go away, and he'd like walk for like another 5 minutes, and then take like a fucking diarrhea dump.
Come on, Joe, take care of this for
Dude,
me.
I'm like, no, I'm not. It is super embarrassing. Like, cause yeah, there's like other people on the dog path. Their dog's like, oh, is your dog friendly? My dog's shitting with
He's real friendly.
with his fucking rocket hanging out. It's like,
What a beauty.
dude, it was fucking annoying. Like,
was just
it never happened again either, too, which is like fucking weird. Like, cause I was expecting it to be
Nervous
like,
bone piece.
dude, I mean, that must have been it. The first day I brought Cinco home from the fucking shelter, he got a fucking boner and started humping my leg. And then I was like, nah, you're good. And then I talked to someone about
You're
it.
good.
They were like, no, it's just because like when dogs are like overwhelmingly happy, they fucking like sometimes get rods or like start
Yeah, me
humping
too.
things. Yeah, exactly. It's just a guy thing, I think. You know, just like all males. You know.
So stupid.
Even hermit crabs.
Low
would
hanging
would-
fruit right there.
This guy fucked.
Vape Nash, dude.
Dude, but no, like someone told me they just like hump. But yeah, he started licking my nipple at one point. Like he's like humping me,
He likes
making,
raisins.
making eye contact, and like licking my tit. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on with you, buddy? Knock it off.
Raisins.
Yeah, on
My
there,
go-to now while out in a pinch is just the burgers.
Yeah,
They're fucking
burgers
solid.
aren't bad.
A
the
lot of
fucking
people
lettuce.
hate on them, but
No, they're
I think
fucking
they're
great.
they're good in a pinch.
They're like good if you're like.
I'm not really a big Mickey D's guy or fast food guy for burgers anyway. I'd rather get Tony B for Five Guys or something. But late night in a pinch, I'll take a Wawa over a Mickey D's burger.
I think on Friday I'm gonna do Tony Beef because I just like I just fucking started watching. I got Fubo TV, so like now I don't have to fucking
For us,
pirate.
by us.
No, not like Fubo. Fubo. That's not the
I thought
fucking.
you meant like the 90s African American
No, I
clothing
think-
brand. That my grandma bought me a shitload of because she thought it was like a cool brand, and I'm in second grade just walking around and fucking decked out head to toe in Fubu.
I forget who it was. Someone in my grade had something that was Fubu, and it was like something. It was like a windbreaker or like something that was like, but it was like
I had,
they
like, sweatsuits.
yeah, they used it for like the intended purpose instead of it being like a fucking like black people purpose, like a matching purpose.
I had the fucking fits with
Yeah.
like the matching shoes and shit. They were like at Boscov's. They weren't
No
comfortable
wonder
too.
you
They were like
fucking love
itchy.
you love the Sopranos. That's all they fucking wear is those
I
fucking
had
like
a gold
pleather.
chain too. Like I had the fucking guinea gold. Fucking they used to comb my hair back and shit.
Yeah, that's great.
I ate on a
No.
toothpick.
Someone in my grade though, when I was in like second or third grade, they got a Fubu, like a windbreaker, and like they thought their mom apparently thought that Fubu and Fila were the same company.
Yeah.
And like one's a soccer company and they make windbreakers, and the other one's like like a fucking
the subsidiary. Like no, it's just
no. But she saw like the F and was just like, oh, I bought that. And I guess one of the parents told her like, hey, like your kid probably like, do you know what that is? And like, stop letting him wear it. But like, I just remember like he would wear it on weekends when he wasn't at school, and I was like, oh yeah, your mom's an idiot.
This is my play clothes now. I'm allowed to get this one dirty.
Yeah, she lets this one dirty.
She says this one's muddy like it's gonna be.
Ooh. Ugh, yikes.
Cut that pot out. Fucking.
But yeah, I got it, so I don't have to pirate the fucking Flyers game anymore, and I can watch fucking like football and shit. And it's got UFC. I watched UFC last weekend, which is pretty fucking dope. But that
Comcast fucking blows.
It's like you guys were bitching about that at Tyler's house.
My TV is so laggy. It's like,
dude, it keeps up at the rate that
my
the
mom
Wi-Fi is.
somehow just like I guess it doesn't lag sometimes, but she just like watches it. I'm like, how are you watching this? Like, you just get a nice break every few minutes. It just fucking freezes, and then go make some more popcorn.
I did it again. What the fuck is wrong with me?
Yeah, we're gonna have like a tech come out to the house or something, because that shit's bullshit.
It is. Yeah. Well, I think it's just that we have fucking shitty internet around here. It takes me like a fucking hour to upload
Tyler
the
and
video.
Darcy were saying it's ever since the hurricane, which makes sense, because if like a bunch of wires got fucked up and like were never properly repaired or whatever the fuck you want to call it, like that could make sense why it's
serviced.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? Like neighbors beagles going off.
Brrr.
Brrr.
Fucking love beagles.
Dude, back in the fucking day when I had these two roommates that lived here for like a summer. There's these kids, Nick and Andrew. I don't know. Shout out if you got. I don't doubt you're listening, but like they lived here. Well, like I was breaking in the summer. I hope like it was just a mess. I gotta fucking bleep her name. God damn it.
We were doing good. Not many edits needed yet. I was watching the last episode, and there's just 20 seconds where you just cut the audio out, and I like remembered what we were saying. I was giggling like an idiot to myself, like listening to it.
The second item on the list, I don't know if you can read that, but that's
why does he always come up? Why is he's like a fucking recurring theme?
It's one of our favorite topics.
Holocaust.
No, that's not it. But did you see the second word?
Kind of it. India.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's going to be the second topic. I'm assuming we're going to have
I thought
a bunch
they were
of bleep.
the same topic. Like,
no, they are the same topic.
Okay.
But anyway, that summer that they all lived here, I was like breaking up with my girlfriend at the time. I was having a real fucking hard time with shit. So like I was just miserable to live with, and I was like, so yeah, it was a bad news.
What a fucking
there's a reason.
scumbag.
There's a reason karma's coming back in the way it has in my direction. It's like that's why I just accept it. Yeah, like I'm like whatever. I'll find love when I'm.
Ugh. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
I'll find love one day.
Fucking the end
You
of
fucking
at the end
homo.
of a fucking shotgun.
Yeah. Please do us a favor.
But anyway, back to the funny stuff. We had fucking
Your love life is funny, you fucking lonely piece of shit. Tyler's there like, oh, it's been 2 years.
Yeah.
I'll find a nice girl someday.
Yeah.
You're not mean to me. Fuck off. Get back on Tinder and
Pick
get back
yourself
on the
up
horse.
by your balls, cocksucker.
Yeah,
No, I
dude.
mean I've been on.
Varys
Dude, I was
bang a 50-year-old scumbag.
True.
Like, come on.
I should get tagged. Like I met a lot of people
Just
walking
get an
dogs.
easy kill and fucking get it under your belt and then fucking
I don't know
get
why
on the horse. Like, what are you doing?
All right. Well, anyway, because this is funny. When I had roommates, we used to sit out on the fucking roof, and the neighbor has like 3 dogs, and one of them which is a beagle. And if the beagle starts baying, then all the dogs generally start barking, especially at night, because they'll just put them out there to go to the bathroom. So like every night, all 3 of us would get home from work. We'd get fucking hammered. We'd be drinking Rumple Mints on the roof, and just like sitting out there, and the neighbor would let his dog out, and we'd all just start going. Brrr! All 3 of the dogs would start going.
You're such an asshole. I would hate you so much. That's fucked. I would be so annoyed. Fucking 11 o'clock
We
at night.
did it for like,
And I'm letting Gus out, and some idiot down the street's going, "Brrr!" And then he starts, oh, dude, I'd be like, what the fuck? I would yell at you. Shut the fuck up!
It would be like 1 in the morning sometimes, and you could hear there was nothing going on, nothing in the neighborhood, and one of those dogs would get let out in the backyard, and we'd start doing it again, and it would just, oh, dude, we were such assholes.
Oh my
we did
God.
it for like 2 nights a week for like 2 months straight.
A note on the door. Hey, fucking dickhead.
I'm surprised they never
barking.
shot at me. Like,
You'd share a warning shot.
yeah. All right, so
You're
now
a piece of shit.
I am. I'm a shitty neighbor. I'm a real shitty neighbor.
Imagine if this guy was your neighbor, just drumming at fucking 1 a.m., hammered, fucking.
Camera fucking died.
We're floundering.
No, all right, so let's go on to the topic I really want to talk about. Did you ever hear about, like, there's like a meme back from like E-Bombs World, as when I first like became familiar.
Funnyjunk.com.
Yeah, like it was like early internet, like 03, 04, like sometime around there.
AddictingGames.com.
Yeah, that shit. Like, there was this like picture of like a place in India. It was like a, I forget if it's a chicken place or if it's just like a food store, but it's called like Hitler Foods or like Hitler Deli or something like that. Like it was on Funny Junk or like E-Bombs World, like one of those. Like,
Was it a real thing? I
yeah,
don't
it's like a
remember
real
that.
thing, but it was like someone made a store that was like it was like Hitler was the brand. Like, you know how like Kentucky Fried Chicken, it's like Colonel Sanders is the brand. It was like they made Hitler the brand. So I like remember this image from
Our
like,
ovens are always on.
Jesus. It's just, I remember this shit from like when I was younger, and I'm like, I'd never really put 1 and 1 together. And then someone on 4chan not too long ago pointed out that they're like, oh yeah, like India, like there's certain parts of India where they're like super fond of Nazis. Like they are like all about Nazism. And I'm like, what the fuck is that all about? So check this backwards ass way of diplomacy working out. So you know how like India was invaded by the British colonialists for like 100 or longer than that, like 400 years, I think. So that's like why Britain's like tea is
The
because
sun never sets on the British Empire.
yeah, so like that was like why they like tea though. They would like get it from India, and like that was like one of the biggest like tea exports was like from India to Britain. Like it was a massive operation, but and that's like part of I think the Silk Road I think goes through it, or it's like part of like the Silk Roads in India or Pakistan, and like it straddles India or something like that. There's something about that where that was like where like they would trade like tea and opium to like the
Voted.
yeah, to the east or excuse me, the west. Yeah, thank you.
And spices and shit.
Yeah, but
Curry.
So like because they were like so heavy-handed with like taking their, you know, natural resources and exporting them to their places and leaving them nothing, Indians have staunchly hated the British for like 400 years. And we're talking like this is like still like a recent thing. Like the British colonialists were still in India up until like I think the 80s. Like they were like it's fairly recent, like within 50 years that they just stopped like being kind of fucked over by Britain, and like their infrastructure still fucked because of it. Like
So they said fuck the Allies and went full Axis.
well,
Essentially, because they resented the British.
Well, pretty much the Weimar adopted them in. They didn't want to fight with the Japanese because they didn't want to get involved on that front. Or like I think they were split at one point, but like the Japanese and the Germans fucked with each other, and like they all hated Russia for obvious reasons. But like yeah, the Indians were basically like some of them were conscripted into the Weimar regime, like the army, and they were like fucking full-fledged Nazis, and then came back home and were like, yeah, like Hitler's bombing Britain, like this fucking rules, like all those white sons of bitches are getting what's coming to them. So like to this day there are still people that like champion Hitler as like a good guy because of what he did for like, you know, like bombing the British and like, you know, sticking it to them because like they were so oppressed by them. So like they take it a step further now, and because like, you know, social media and shit like Google Earth, you can go on Google Earth, just Google like Hitler fried chicken and Hitler like nail salon and Hitler fucking thing. There's like one section in India where there's just all this like pro-Nazi shit, and it's called like Goebbels Drive and like the fucking street or whatever. Like
fucking SS way.
Yeah, like dude, they just love Hitler. Like they love Nazis. It's fucking bizarre. And it's
But
like,
do they hate Jews, or they just like Hitler because he hates British people?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't think they like the oppressive stuff, and I think they've kind of like I think they reconciled with like this is like something that like we understand this is like kind of a taboo thing in other places, which is why they play around with it over there because they can get away with it because if they're Buddhists, that's who the English were oppressing. They were trying to bring Christianity, I think, and
wasn't the swastika like hijacked by Hitler? Isn't that like a peace sign turned another way in that region?
There's a lot of Buddhist and Taoist and like pretty much like Eastern religions that have swastikas that are incorporated into their
But that was pre-Hitler. It was like a pagan symbol or something.
He
just co-opted it.
Hitler co-opted a lot of pagan symbols too, like the SS and the eagle and stuff. Those are all like quasi-pagan.
But I feel like I'm gonna be that guy who like age 40 midlife crisis. I buy a fucking a Gixxer 1000 and fucking dump it.
That's an interesting midlife crisis. Like, what do you think you're gonna do when you hit your midlife crisis? Because like I feel like I'm in
definitely
mine.
Sport car. Fucking, we're not midlife. Well, we probably are. Fucking obese.
The way we
I
behave.
have to pee really bad.
All right, let's pause it.
Keep spiraling on midlife crisis. A lot. It looked like a funnel cake essentially. A fudgy cake. We should be rolling right now. This is good shit. Oh, nice. No video to this, but.
Yo, Tina, did you hear about the show?
Fucking hung up.
Oh, dude, she didn't hear about my fudgy fun this morning. That fucking Roman killer that I shit out.
I was like, this is good content, and then fucking good call. Joey fucking had her live.
Yeah, I started rolling. I think I started rolling right as you came in on. It looked like funnel cake.
Did you take a diarrhea shit this morning? Alright, let's fucking get the framing ready. I lowered it a bit because I thought it looked kind of wonky.
Back end to the left. Back end to the left. Back end to the left.
That's a good angle. Let's see how long till the storage runs out. Then I'll upload both to YouTube, delete them, and then keep it going.
Delete you.
So, let us know how the phone video quality is versus the fucking GoPro video. I mean, you don't really need to let us know because we're going to watch it ourselves, so that was a fucking stupid suggestion, but comment, like, subscribe.
Kiss my black dago ass.
Your family's...
Oh, shit! And we're back!
Your grandmother got fucked by... Was that fucking movie?
Yeah, True Romance. That
was in that movie?
Yeah, that's that movie.
Was the fucking what's his name?
Gandalf,
Christopher Walken.
Yeah,
the guy.
Walken's the guy. What's his name? Fucking Gary.
Doesn't he shoot that old guy in the head after he does that speech?
Yeah, he shoots Dennis Hopper in the face after he
shot
tells
Marvin in the face.
Yeah, he shoots Dennis Hopper in the face and he says, "Fix this fucking family."
Fucking wrist itches from my fucking gold watch again.
Fake gold.
Shout out to Nixon
For making itchy watches.
Dude, this thing's $150.
$150. I got fucking psoriasis.
And the fucking thing is, the fucking latch is broken already.
I'm telling you, just go get it.
Just I was trying to fucking resize it myself, but.
This son of a bitch. You're a fucking cocksucker. What a fuck. You're a fucking...
Ate shit on video.
You're a fucking tard. That was good. That was fun. It's fun doing that.
It's good times.
It is. You ever brew with fucking Gus?
No.
You got to, dude. It's fun.
We do it like in the house, like during the daytime, but like it stresses me out.
Still going.
The boys are loving it. We got fans. Fucking audience going crazy.
I'm gonna start shooting one of these days.
I'm doing that every time I go by. I'm just gonna pull over on the side.
Yo, Duke's probably going crazy right now too.
He's just fucking linking his dink in the fucking corner.
Just pissing out of the cage. Oh my fucking god. Your eating shit was so worth it though. Like, that's so worth it.
I was trying to do like a funny like.
Yeah, you're trying to do fucking Zoidberg.
Yeah, literally. I was out of frame and I fell.
I hope that's getting picked up on the mic.
The dogs are still going fucking bananas. It's like a minute later. I saw them all running around in the yard, dude, just going fucking bananas. And the guy was pulling out with his truck, dude. He's probably coming over here.
Shit.
Oh, my head's gonna explode.
That's it. Like, usually, like, yeah, you're a shitty neighbor. Like, look how much fun it is.
Oh,
like,
it's so good. I don't live here, though. I'm about to leave in fucking 30 minutes. You gotta be here all day and
cocksucker.
deal with that fucking redneck fucking asshole fucking firing off his shotguns. He's probably not a redneck or an asshole. Shout out to Joe's neighbor.
Yeah, like they're...
Sorry about the dogs.
Yeah, they're fucking hilarious, though. Holy shit, my fucking face hurts.
Do you know him? Is that like Mr. Brownman or whatever? What
No,
was that
it used to be the Brownbacks. Yeah, that was the Brownbacks. Those goddamn Brownbacks moved out.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, they
Just sounds offensive.
It does. Like, I don't fucking know. Like, dude, oh my fucking God, that shit. The Cummings, fucking Georgia. I still am giggling about that. I woke up this morning and was laughing about that.
What was the one in fucking on the way to North Carolina? There's a funny town. It's like,
Manasses?
Yeah.
Manasses, Virginia.
And then Tina's friend Alex, they moved to Texas and they were driving that route or whatever. And then she sent me a snap of fucking, or she posted a snap of fucking, she's like, Manassas, fucking Manasses. And I remember passing that and I got a nice little chuckle out of that. So
one of my favorites.
Shout out to Alex.
Anybody from like the Northeast that hasn't traveled through Jersey doesn't know that Cheesequake is an actual place. And you're like, yeah, just stop at Cheesequake. And they're like, is that a fucking
Same
restaurant?
with Intercourse.
Yeah, Intercourse, Pennsylvania. Have you ever been there? Have you ever been there?
My aunt went. She went to like Lancaster and like got it, I guess, stopped through Intercourse.
Shout out Lanco
Got
Farms.
some dick.
Yeah, got some dick.
Got some dick.
One of my favorite Norton stories is him talking about driving to Vineland to get to watch a couple have sex.
That's weird.
He was supposed to-
Vineland, New Jersey. Did you say it all weird?
Vineland. Yeah, he says it like that. He's like, Vineland, New Jersey.
It's fucking 2 hours from fucking Bayonne.
Yeah, he like fucking. He said he went there to like. I think
Off
they were
like a Craigslist ad or something.
something
That's
like
real
something
Norton.
shady like that, and then he drove all the way to fucking Vineland and said that like he was supposed to like have a three-way with them, with the guy and his wife, and he ended up just, I think, watching them have sex, and then he like slept on their couch.
That's pretty cool.
It's something.
Nobody gets their feelings hurt, Joe
Nobody
Rogan.
gets their feelings hurt. Yeah, you know,
You
everybody,
jerk off in the corner and you fucking take a nap.
You're a happy
Drive
boy.
back to Bayonne.
You're happy,
Got your rocks off.
dude. That like, holy shit! I'm I'm sore from the dogs.
Oh, dude, I felt like lightheaded. I was laughing so hard. Just laughed myself into a panic attack. It's a great callback. Just a live action callback.
Oh, what a cunt.
Good
Dude.
times.
When we were in college, and Mark would actually probably be a better testament to this because he lived right the room. We had a basement, and Mark had one room, I had the other room, and both our rooms were like, all right, so like the staircase goes like this, and like his room was in front of the staircase on the same wall, and then my room was under the staircase on the same wall, and then across from our wall there was the boiler
The end room.
Yeah, well, no, the end room was my room. No, but it was like the boiler room, and like we had all the musical equipment in there because Mark and I both played drums, and a bunch of people played guitar and bass in the house. So like we would go down there and jam.
Who's the better drummer?
Well, I was like a good session drummer, but Mark, I would say, is arguably a better drummer from like skill. Like he is skill wise, he knows his shit better than I do. Like I can keep a beat and like make it sound good, but like he knows like rudiments and shit far.
Sheet music and technical shit.
Like like we both know sheet music because I did marching. I actually know how to read sheet music, but I don't know how to read sheet music for anything because knowing how to read sheet music for like drums is like the most like futile fucking shit because you're only playing in G. Like everything is tuned to one flat note, and even when you have like a drum set, like everything is still in G. So all you see is like, do you want the drums to sound higher or lower? And it just goes like it's like so direct, and like there's no like because I know like guitar you can learn like tabs, but then you can also learn sheet music, and it's
the
like
first time I tried to learn guitar, I tried sheet music at Cherry Music Shop in Summers Point.
I tried to learn drums there.
It just didn't stick at all. I don't know. And then second time around, like third grade, I first tried, and then like 6th or 7th grade, I tried again. 6th grade maybe. I went to some old Jewish dude in EHT at his house, and he was like, "Do you want that too?" It was great, but
sunk a lot.
Shout out to Jerry.
Sunk a lot of dinks to get there.
I was a great guitar player, but fucking,
you showed your finger.
I went there for like 2 or 3 years, and when I first started, he was like, "Do you want to learn like sheet music, or do you just like want to learn how to play?" And I was like, "Fuck, dude, let's just learn tabs and fucking." I mean, he taught me
like some basics,
techniques, and like finger exercises and fucking butthole exercises.
I already said fingering. Yeah. Like
but I don't know. It was just a better experience that time. I fucking was a pretty decent guitar player, but it doesn't matter now because I fucking don't remember how to play. I stopped playing guitar when I started playing ice hockey, and I don't know. If I could find my old workbook from that thing, I could reteach myself. But like I lost the notebook, so like it was like all of my lessons written by him, like instructions, and
there's like this
the only way I could relearn is maybe tabs. But
yeah, there's like this game you can get where if you have like an Xbox or a PlayStation, it like hooks up directly to your guitar, and your guitar plays through the fucking game system, and like it shows you tabs and shit.
You remember the music choice videos? Like
nah, but there was never
they were
any
like
for
guitar
drums.
lessons, and I used to watch them. It was some like creepy dude with long fingernails, some like Mexican dude with a ponytail. And he'd like teach you tabs. Like I learned like When I Come Around off of it, sitting in my grandparents' living room, like just sitting there with my little dumb acoustic guitar.
When I was in high school, or excuse me, when I was in college, we got public access like in New York, and like imagine like, you know, you've seen Wayne's World, or at least you're like familiar with Wayne's World, you know what it is. Like it's like every fucking show on public access after 11 p.m. is like comedy gold if you're smoking weed. And like we were smoking a shit ton of weed in college, so like
fuck yeah, dude, getting
like,
loaded.
Like one of my roommates would generally be on acid, and we just put public access on, like because like some of my roommates had like this weird routine of they would watch Grateful Dead videos on VHS, and it was like not entertaining.
Lame.
They would take acid and sit
Imagine
in the dark.
being on acid and watching Channel 2 in Upper Township
Yeah,
in like 2005.
no, Channel 1.
Remember
Channel 1.
It was Channel 2.
No, it's Channel 1 News.
No, not Channel 1 in middle school. I'm saying on cable they used to have Channel 2, and it would just like it would play like weird music, and it would just have like different pictures and be like,
oh yeah,
soccer sign-ups coming soon, and then it'd be like fall ball fucking like,
UTMS silver band.
They'd play like music like do 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 do.
Yeah, like
weird,
hold music.
Yeah,
like elevator music, something like that.
Yeah, but like lighthearted fucking like. My grandpa used to, and it had a clock and a temperature thing going across the bottom, and I would come upstairs sometimes. My grandpa would just be like sitting in the recliner watching that, and I'd be like, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Watching the time change." Are you okay, man?
Nah, I've seen some better.
Ask the cunt downstairs if I'm okay.
Dude, I remember that was a big deal because when I was in band, there was this one year where they let me play a drum set, and they would videotape the concert and then play it
on that like at a certain time.
Yeah, so like 8 p.m. the one year they played me, like I was playing the drums, and like I got like a bunch of phone calls after that from my friends who were like, "Dude, you're on TV. So fucking cool." It was like maybe like two of my friends. Dude, I remember you want to hear something that gives you douche chills. I won't say who said it to me, but it was someone
You're famous.
No, it was way worse than that. Something that gave me douche chills because I thought I took it seriously. 5th grade was when I learned how to play the drum set, and I was the only person in my grade that knew how to play the drum set, so I got to play all the drum set parts for the band shit. So there's this kid, and I won't say who, but he was in my drum, like in the drum group that you're in, and like we all took yearbook photos and all that stuff, and like we took before photos, and then for some reason our band specifically took after photos after we did the concert. And they lined us up to take a picture where we're all like smiley and giddy and shit. And he goes, "Dude, you're gonna be the most popular kid in school tomorrow." And I'm like, "For real?" And like nobody fucking gave a shit.
This fat idiot.
Yeah, my fucking bowl cut, like walking around.
Surfer cut.
My surfer cut.
Dude, surfer cut was fire. And then the Caesar. Remember the Caesar was in
I
at
never
one
got
point?
the Caesar.
did.
I was never allowed to get that.
I don't remember even what it was, but I got plenty of Caesars.
It's like you got like a top. Like it's like a high top with like fade, like,
yeah.
But like that's just like a typical Caesar cut. Like I don't know,
Caesar salad,
fucking
extra croutons.
Yo, did I tell you I grossed Pass out because I told him what's in Caesar dressing, and he's like, "I'm never eating that shit
Isn't
again."
it like blue cheese?
No, blue cheese. No, Caesar dressing. So
It's like raw eggs or something.
Yeah. Okay, so blue cheese has bacteria in it because it's like blue cheese crumbles
fungus or
have
mold.
fungus. Yeah, they have like it's like mold. It's like a living organism. So you take that and you put it in sour cream and mix tarragon into it, and that's how you get fucking blue cheese dressing. But or mayonnaise if you will. But like for making Caesar dressing, you take mayonnaise, egg yolks, raw anchovies, fucking olive oil and Parmesan cheese and blend it all together.
Oh, the anchovies.
Yeah.
That's what gives it the fucking zing.
Yeah, that little fucking
I love
extra.
it. I don't even care.
love anchovies on pizza.
I don't like I don't even think I've ever tried anchovies.
Dude, if you get a pizza, get like ask them for a quart, like 2 slices anchovies. I'm telling
just
you,
seeing like the little fish.
It'll change your fucking world, dude.
Nah.
Bro.
Nah.
Bro.
I'm not eating minnows. Like that's
It's
what
not.
it
You're
looks
not
like.
eating minnows, man.
It looks like little minnows on the
It does. You're not eating smelts either, but you got to try smelts. Smelts are good. My mom was from fucking Michigan, and she used to like their thing is you go to the Upper Peninsula on vacation. Like you would go across this big ass bridge called the Mackinac Bridge, and like you go to the Upper Peninsula, and then you camp out in like a cabin or whatever. And it was like it would kind of suck, but it was like something to do in the summer. So like they would all go smelt fishing. You take like a fucking bait caster, or not a bait caster. What the fuck? The bait nets, like where you throw it in there and
Drag
catch all the
nets.
Yeah, one of those. You take it across a river, drag it up, and you catch a bunch of these little fish called smelts. And then you got to clean them. And you catch like 500 of these little things. They're only about this big, but you fillet them. Takes forever, and then you take all the little fillets and you fry them up, like, and it takes like maybe 30 seconds to cook all of them. But they are like fucking
Cooked
fish.
is one thing, but aren't the fucking anchovies on shit like
If
raw
you get them
anchovies?
if you get them on a pizza, they'll cook them for you. It's like you can't. Eating them raw is kind of gross. Like
It
I'll
sounds
admit that.
gnarly to
but
me.
like they're not bad raw. But like I'm not talking like you left a fucking can of anchovies.
That's
in
what
the
I'm
fridge.
talking, like-
I'm talking like if you crack open a fresh thing of raw anchovies, you can pop one in your mouth and be like, I can understand why people like these. It's excellent. It's like people that eat cocktail olives.
Oh, they're gross too.
Kind of like that. Like it's like it's a very specific, distinct taste. But like
Just seeing the whole fish and you just pop like it's just something
it's not the
weird.
whole fish; it's a fillet, but like it does look like the whole fish.
Yeah,
it has a
it's
little bit of
fucking
tail
gross.
on it. Yeah,
You
look
see
like
the eyes and shit.
Little eyebrow. No, there's no eyes on anchovies. No,
I'm grossed out right now.
you're thinking of sardines. Sardines are the whole fish.
Yeah,
those
they're
are
fucking
foul.
nasty.
Those are fucking foul, man. No,
It's so gnarly, dude. That's what I was saying. Like I can't eat a fucking minnow.
No,
It just
and-
looks like a little whole fish.
it is a little whole fish that's fermented, dude. There's
The fucking authentic Chinese restaurant I went to in Philly with my mom's friends. They just had like a whole fucking fish, and they were like spooning out the eyes and eating it, and just like spooning. Like they just like used a spoon and fucking were just like eating fish. Something about like, I don't know, it being like seeing the whole thing. It was practically still breathing because they let us pick it out of the fish tank before.
and then they just fillet it up.
Yeah, and then
it's
they bring it out, and it's like it's like I'm not grossed out by meat or anything, but it was just like gnarly to see them just like scooping out of this.
We're in America, so what they probably do is they take it to the back, put an ice pick in his brain, and just like lights out. Because like we've done shit like that at Oceanside, where like somebody's like, hey, we don't want to boil this lobster alive. Could you just kill it for us real quick? And you just take like a paring knife and right behind the ears, and like it's out, like it's done.
I want mine alive. I want it to suffer.
One of the most gnarly things I ever did was with a fucking bread knife, like a serrated blade. I cut one in half live long ways for a customer, and one half was twitching, and the other half was just kind of doing that thing. It was fucking gnarly, man. But the fucking chef did the second one for me. He got like a little too into it. It was fucking weird. It was weird. He's like, No, he was just like, I gotta do this, and then it was just like, fuck it. It like fucked up the cut a whole bunch. It was just like, I was like, I mean, to be fair, lobsters do not. To be fair,
Do mice feel pain? Because I had a mouse.
Lobsters don't feel pain.
but do
Mice
mice?
do. Mice definitely.
Because there
feel
was a
pain.
mouse stuck on a sticky pad in my a few years ago. We had the little field mice,
Yeah.
and there was one stuck on a sticky pad, and I couldn't face it. So me and Aaron were going to the junkyard or something. So I just threw it in the trash can outside, thinking that by the time we get home, he should be dead, and I won't have to deal with it. And we came home, and it was still flinching around on the sticky pad. And he was like, you got to kill it, man. Like, you got to put it out of its misery. That's fucked up. And I was like, I can't, man. You got to do it. And, like, he was like, nope, you got to do it. So I threw it on.
Good for you, Aaron. You're
He,
good. You're a good egg.
He was
you know
making
that?
a man of me. He's
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
It's like in Godless. He's like, it's your animal. You got to fucking put him down. Like,
Yeah.
you did this. But, so I threw it on the ground, and I proceeded to, like, American History
curb
X.
stomp
Dude, I
it.
curb stomped it like 10 times, and it freaked me out so much that I just ran down my driveway and ran down Tuckahoe Road like half a mile. I was like, like in a
Fucking
bad way.
Smear
though.
the
Like,
blood
I
across
I
your
was
face
scared.
like
I was like,
Predator. Oh,
Gave me the heebie-jeebies too. I don't know.
dude, there was fuck that. I don't know, just finding dead shit in the woods because like I walk there every morning. I did
Dead
find
hookers behind your house.
Nah, never.
You're not gonna find them.
I can't even get them to call me back. The
Oh,
yeah, the
Joey Dry spells.
the fucking there was like somebody that shot a doe and left it in the woods, and there was like a fucking shitload of turkey vultures like just picking it apart.
It might have ran and maybe they couldn't have found it or something.
No. It was wrapped up in a garbage bag. They knew what they were doing. They left it.
Did they take the meat?
No, they shot a doe and it was probably tagged, and then just were like, we can't fucking do anything with this, so they put it in a garbage bag and fucking left it in the woods, and the turkey vultures ripped open the garbage bag.
Tagged
like the game warden, they put fucking ear tags on, or like maybe not ear tags, but like fucking tag certain animals, and like
that means no kill.
Well, you're not allowed to hunt. I don't think you're allowed to hunt does in Jersey. Or it might have been one of those situations, or maybe it was a baby or something like that, or maybe it was roadkill and it was like on their property and they just put whatever the reason it might be. They put it in a garbage bag.
You didn't do an autopsy? You didn't see?
No, I didn't stick my dink in the dead deer's eye socket.
Might have still been warm.
No, the turkey
could have been the kill you needed.
Fucking 8 turkey vultures that were just picking it apart over the course of 2 days, and it was like one day it was like all fucking ripped apart, and I could see its like internal organs and shit, and like the eye was just slightly askew. And then the next day I came back, it was like all bones and like fucking tattered deer, and like the eye was just completely gone, but the tongue and the mouth were still agape. It was fucking, yeah, it was demon.
We got 15 minutes.
All right, man.
If this cuts out, we can use your phone. If my phone has 30 minutes worth of storage on it, yours got us. So
yeah, right on. So
we can just seamlessly
anyway
chop in the.
What should we end on? What should we?
I have no idea.
What's the last thing we should bring up? I was looking up out. Fuck. Was that words? No, I just boboed there. No, I was.
I'm not lying.
I'm not lying. I was looking up something about Antarctica yesterday and like why they think like. Did you see the thing about the guy's geo tracker? Like he has one of those like Fitbits on, and there's like an uninhabited part of Antarctica, and they like he publicly had his like he had his like personal phone on him, so his Fitbit was like monitoring his like route through work, and it's like just this like big undisclosed like mountain thing in Antarctica that like nothing is around and it doesn't look like anything should be there, but there's just this guy's geo like Fitbit thing going around, like he's like walking around on security detail at a facility, like it's like a bunch of
oh shit.
So there's like clearly tunnels underneath whatever it is in Antarctica, and like nobody's technically supposed to be there, and like I thought that was pretty...
There's definitely some weird shit going on.
Bro, there's like... That's like one of my favorite theories because it's so ludicrous that it might just be true. Like, there's no fucking person that like goes to Antarctica and like says that like they're either like, oh yeah, there's nothing down there, or you come back and it's like you hear secondhand information that's like, oh yeah, there's like a lot of fucking weird shit down there and there's a reason they don't let you go down there. And like I'd
be more inclined to believe the latter than the former.
That's what I'm saying. Like, because like it's like they're so dismissive. Like even that dude, I forget the name of the captain, but the boat was named the Endurance. It was the guy that tried to sail clean through Antarctica to like see if he could, and he got fucking stuck in the ice for like I think like 4 months. He didn't lose a single fucking crew member though, which is like miraculous. But there was a day when they were like marooned, and they got these canoes off the boat and like were able to get to this like seal island where there was like a bunch of seals hiding from whales, and they just fucking were like taking clubs and like beating the shit out of these seals like Jesus to death Christ. And then like because they needed the meat, obviously they were gonna cook, they were gonna start fire and start cooking, but yeah, and then like the way they got found was they set 3 guys adrift, like not like they were just like 3 guys that volunteered. They were like, yeah, we're so over this, we're just gonna get set adrift and hopefully like someone picks us up,
we're gonna die or we're gonna fuck
yeah, and they got fucking picked up by like a long shot miracle. But yeah, like that's like even his account of it is like how weird like it like the ice just kind of opens up at certain points and closes up at certain points, and like you can never really predict where it's gonna like certain things are gonna pop up, or like what's gonna be like on the high dry lands and it's gonna show up on Google Earth. Like
what about DARPA or the weather control thing?
Yeah, that thing's
I think they fucking control the weather.
Well, they
influence it.
They put it down there because originally that was like where the hole in the ozone layer was like concentrated, and they were like,
I don't even know if that's where it is, but like
it was to monitor.
The conspiracies are like that DARPA can like literally cause the big storms, and like they do that shit on purpose to like create economic devastation and like fucking.
Well, like I thought that at least my understanding of it was that like if there's a hole in the ozone layer, that's where like radioactivity can like get through, and like you can use radioactivity to like change the weather. That was what I thought you were going for, because that was like I'm pretty sure DARPA is like somehow coincided with like them monitoring the hole in the ozone layer, but they're probably controlling it. Like I mean,
I've never heard the ozone aspect of it. I've just seen the general conspiracies about like these guys control the weather. It was like a
big thing in the 90s. Like Nickelodeon had like a whole campaign for a couple of years about like, oh, there's a hole in the ozone. It was like the Save the Rainforest of like our, you know, like my.
And there was that one Disney Channel original movie where they could control the weather. It's like
Smart House.
No, it was like some Santa Claus Christmas
Johnny
time
Tsunami.
movie. And I forget which one it was. I'll have to fucking look that part, cut that part out, or fucking look that up, Jamie.
Why am I drawing a fucking blank? What's the roller skating one? Brink. Fuck yeah, Soul Skaters.
Dude, fucking, we have Disney Plus at Tina's house, and I've just been putting on Recess every night.
Hell yeah.
Dude, it's fucking nostalgia central, dude. It's fucking awesome.
We stumbled over it, but I did say that there is a large outcry from certain people of a certain chosen community that said that Randall is drawn too Jewish, and I tend to agree.
Nah, not Jewish enough.
Yeah, he's like there's like legit people.
He's the
like,
snitch, right?
Yeah, he's the little fucking like toady snitch.
Bastard.
Yeah, that guy. They're like, why is he animated so Jewish? And, like, I mean, that's like not even me criticizing it. It's like I've seen people bitching about that on like Twitter.
I never even picked up that he was Jewish when I was a kid. I just thought he looked
supposed
like a
to be
wormy cocksucker.
Yeah, he's swarmy, but like people on fucking the internet are fucking savage.
I'm offended.
Yeah, it's funny. It was very, very funny. I liked
the fat dude on that show. In the opening intro, he like burps, his belly gets real big. I identified with him as a kid.
You know,
but I thought I was TJ too. I'm like, hey, I'm the cool guy. You just like watch shows as a kid and like put yourself in it. Like, I'm Otto Rocket, dude. Like,
I always
like demented fucking like Lizzie McGuire is gonna fall in love with me. Like,
I always thought I was Doug. Like I empathize with Doug the most.
Doug
not
funny fucking rules.
Not
dude.
Disney's Doug too. Disney's Doug can suck a fucking cock.
There's difference.
Yeah, there's
I thought he was on Nickelodeon.
There's Nickelodeon Doug, and that is Doug. And then Disney bought the rights to Doug like halfway through the run, and now they have Disney Doug. And Disney Doug is fucking
lame.
dark.
Oh really?
It's like morbid. There's like an episode where Chalky's house burns down, and it's like the Christmas episode, and like they all run outside. They're like, "Oh, it's snowing," and it's like, "Wait a minute, that's not snow, that's ash." Yeah, and it's like, "What the fuck? I don't.
That.
This isn't what I want on Doug."
Disney's dark within itself.
Yeah,
there's tons of weird conspiracies about Disney and Disney World. I always Walt Disney's head's frozen in a fucking cryo chamber or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, fucking.
Do you think they could do that?
What? Freeze your head?
Well, no. Obviously, they can freeze your head, but do you think they can like?
Freeze your pack and free.
Bring you back one day if you fucking.
That's the theory on it. Cryogenics is like it's a theoretical science or whatever, that down the road there will be medical science capable enough to resuscitate a human from deep cryogenic freezing, and like
I'm gonna get a mausoleum and I'm gonna fucking cryo myself just in case.
Fuck that. I'm filling myself with napalm and fucking like having. I think if we got on the subject,
I want to like get cannon shot off the Borgata parking garage.
Yeah, well, I'll still be alive.
Yeah. Doing it this weekend.
In Tacoma.
Fucking 4 pieces of plywood, fucking OSB, homemade ramp, and fucking launcher.
1 cinder block. Oh, it looks like that Scrocket
some good
boy's
old boys.
The Scrocket boy's up to no good again. Fuck no.
This is last parade.
No, I actually told Casey. Casey has somewhere saved on her phone, if she still remember to do this. I told her what I want my not last will and testament, but like I want my funeral arrangements to be. What I want to be is I want to be filled with sawdust and fucking tannerite, and I want to be hooked up
thermite paint.
I want to be hooked up to some kind of detonating charge, and then put out in a chair with sunglasses on, like just sitting kind of chilling, and maybe a joint in the old mouth ski.
I say a dart.
Something to tie the room
Tony
together.
Fucking cigar.
So be out there, and then we're gonna put me at the end of a driving range, and we're gonna have a big target with you gotta hit the center of the target, And when and all the people, instead of a funeral, everybody just goes to the driving range for the day. And there will be coffee and refreshments and everything. And maybe someone will say some words. Yeah, open bar,
cocaine,
exactly, hookers,
all the accoutrements.
Gambling. We're playing a little dice out back. Joey would have wanted it this way. But yeah, no, like have that, and then after everything's all said and done, everybody gets some bucket of balls, and you take turns whacking shots at the target. And hopefully me too. Hopefully I get hit a few times because that'll be silly. But yeah, when
I thought
you hit
you were the target.
No, well, there's going to be a target there, and when you hit the bullseye, a bunch of fireworks are going to go off, and the fucking tannerite's going to explode. And yeah, that's how I want to go. I want to go like real Hunter S. Thompson. He got himself packed into fireworks. I thought that was pretty cool.
I think he was whacked because he was doing a fucking piece on 9/11.
No,
there's a whole conspiracy about that.
He wasn't whacked. If anything, he was going to get whacked.
2 shots to the back of the head.
No, he did 1 shot to the fucking gullet.
I read some whole big article about one of his sons thinks he was fucking killed. Because he was literally writing a piece about how 9/11 was a fucking fraudulent activity.
He was tight with Juan, I think.
Jan?
No, Juan. Jan. Dude, that story about Jan. We can't say this, but Jan, that story. Fuck, that was so funny.
Is that a racial epithet to attach here at Wawa?
I do not know why I did that. God damn it,
Did I really say that?
It's so fucking funny.
Oh, dude.
Bro, I've been thinking about that like that.
I love the part where we're like, it's like Wawa kind of busy Friday night, like 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
And he's just at the fountain soda. This was before it was the touchscreen one, so he's just running down it like just spilling soda everywhere. The workers are looking at us. He's like, I make a mixed drink or whatever. Fucking had like some of each soda. He thought it was like the most novel invention ever.
There was a time I went into that Wawa, and you remember when they had like it was like not the touchscreen, but it was before that they had the buttons. And there was like the button for like, vanilla flavoring and chocolate flavoring and like...
They still have that.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it was
like this, the latte machine or whatever. I would get the caramel steamer as a kid.
But no, it's like it's on the Coke machine and you get your soda and it gives you like a vanilla twist. There was like 4 little buttons for that.
Yeah.
But it's just flavor. Like cherry was one of them. Like,
and it would add this extra red syrup out of this other hole.
Exactly. So that stuff. So there was this one time...
It's kind of gross.
This one time, me and Brandon Leo... We were at Wawa. I think we rode there on bikes. Like we went to the Marmora Wawa because they just got like one of those soda machines.
Dude, it's gonna be sick.
Yeah, like we rode there on bikes.
From here?
No, from his house was on Island View, and we rode down Stagecoach.
Okay.
So yeah, like we rode all the way from pretty much Seaville to Marmora on Stagecoach on bikes to get sodas, just because you could put cherry flavoring in them. So
Lame.
Lo and behold, we get there, and when we get in there, the person at this one in line in front of us is a very severely mentally challenged person, some visible retardation going on. It was pretty extreme. And the guy was
he like drooling? What do you mean? Like,
so he had a cup and he was under the thing. He had whatever the blue. Mountain Dew, I guess. Like he had a bunch of blue. He had a bunch of blue in the cup, and he filled the cup up halfway with Mountain Dew. And it just stood under the chocolate sauce button and hit it like 100 times. And he was very hyper focused on it. And I think he was counting at one point and then lost track and just like kind of paused and then kept going. But he put like easily like 100 squirts of the chocolate in there.
The chocolate one was gross. I made that mistake
and
once.
Then, like,
chocolate Sprite.
It was brown at this point. It was not like
fudgy Dew.
It was a very fudgy soda, but he didn't put ice in it or anything. So it was literally like a 24-ounce soda cup with maybe like 14 ounces of liquid in it. Half is just not brown, and it's like that, like and it's like heavy too. Like it's like a heavier liquid than you would get from the soda machine.
Oh my god!
So he walks up and pays for it, and like the guy just kind of like rang him up like, it's just like another fucking day at Wawa, kind of like that attitude. But I felt bad for the kid because like he probably took one sip of that and then just hugged it into traffic.
Hucked it at the wall in his bedroom.
I just like spilled it all over the fucking the free transportation minivan. Took him
Poured
there.
it down his pants and fucking rolled around.
Oh yeah.